told me all this shit was gonna happen. Now I finally understand it. Like you're gonna have haters, and it's all gonna click. And now you're gonna, and then you're gonna. It's like the whole cycle just repeats on repeat. You're like, oh wait a second. When you're successful, you're gonna have haters. It doesn't matter. It's just it is what it is. People are gonna say that you cheated or you scammed or whatever, and that's just a part of the game, because people that don't put in the work, when they see people succeed, they just assume it must be cheating because that helps them sleep at night. They just, if the idea that everyone successful in this industry is cheated or scammed helps people sleep at night, they're just going to resort to that because the idea that they were lacking or that they did not put in the work or that they fell short is uncomfortable. It's a painful feeling. So it'll all make sense. You're like, oh wait, I see. The last cycle the Dogecoin dogs got pushed back. Now this cycle you're gonna get pushed back because of your success, and it's gonna be funny. But very few people make it the whole John. Very few people make it the years and the years to see the whole thing play out, which is why very few people have the perspective. You need time and you need wisdom in order to obtain a perspective. Perspective is more important than wisdom and wisdom and perspective and all these things are almost infinitely better than talent because talent doesn't matter if you're not putting in the work. You could be talented. If you have no wisdom, then you could be talented in the wrong direction. Or shit's going down, you've got pushback, all of a sudden money starts flying in abundance. So much money is going to be flying to you, it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to have days where you've made more money than you've made your entire life. Like, or you're going to make more money in a day than you've made up until you're going to make more money in a single day than you have cumulatively made in your entire life. And you got to be ready to deal with that. It's going to be a lot of pressure on you. Believe me, this isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There's a cost to that. But at least now you're prepared. You've put in, see, the great part about suffering and putting in a ton of work and putting, basically going to the flames and the fire during the bear market, like you are now, is that you're already paying down like the karmic debt. If you just get rich out of nowhere, the suffering comes afterwards. If you get a blessing out of nowhere, you should be concerned because that's that you're going to suffer later for that. If you choose to suffer first, the blessing comes afterwards, and you've already paid off the karmic debt on it and the energy debt, the yin and the yang. So, which is why I keep advising people: continue to build, continue to feel the pain, continue to suffer, continue to embrace it. When you're tired, keep working. When you're lost, keep working. When your brain hurts, keep working. When you're frustrated, keep going. When everyone's calling you crazy, keep going. When the pressure is being applied by people in your life and your outsiders and your friends and your family and your significant others, when they're questioning everything you're doing, keep going because you're laying down the karmic bricks to win massively. And for anyone that doubts that you're going to make more money in a single day than you have cumulatively in your entire life, you go ahead and keep doubting because if you doubt, it will not happen. It's those that go confidently forward and embrace it and manifest it and grab that multiverse out of the multiverse. Find, this is why manifestation and is so important. You find the future that you want. You kind of like look through everything like a Rolodex. You're looking for the future that you want the most. You find it, you pull it out, you put it on the whiteboard, you put it down on a piece of paper, you write it down, and then all of a sudden you match your actions to that future and it's yours. It's yours. So yeah, crypto is going to go back to all-time highs and crypto is going to pump, and the pump that you see this very second is literally nothing.
It's a pump for ants.
Imagine this times 10 and then imagine this times 10 5 days in a row. That's how it works. Go look at 2024 November, and this is exactly what you're doing. XRP went from 50 cents to $3.50. Doge went from 8 cents to 40 cents. Bitcoin went from 60K to 110K. ETH went from, ETH sucks. So Solana went from whatever, 120 to 280. Like I'm telling you guys,